Hey guys, All in Crypto here, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. I hope you've all had a fabulous week so far. Today, we're going to be continuing with our daily CNFT videos. Every single day this month, we are going to be making a video on a different CNFT project to really bring and boost awareness to the Cardano NFT space. So if you guys would like, share, and certainly comment on these videos, it would greatly help me further the reach of these videos and thus bring more awareness to the CNFT space. So today we're going to be diving into Pavia. We absolutely had to cover Pavia. There's a lot going for this project. So what I've done, as I always do, essentially is I have gone through all the relevant information and I've comprised some notes. And I'm absolutely loving looking into these CNFT projects because they are so interesting. What people see is just perhaps a representation of them in the NFTs, but there is so much going on in the back end of these projects. And we're going to be covering what's going on with Pavia today. So we're going to start by looking at what Pavia is in its simplest form, and then go into some of the things surrounding it. So Pavia, what is Pavia? So essentially Pavia is a metaverse, and this is the map. Those of you that are familiar with Decentraland will be familiar with these kind of maps. And this essentially is Pavia. This is what Pavia is. It's a metaverse, and this is the land that it's built on, or the land that it's built out of. Currently, one of the most influential and ambitious projects out there today, it only seems right to cover Pavia in all its virtual glory. Despite being in the early stages of development, Pavia has already rose through the ranks and made itself a prominent contender in the CNFT space. And we will be covering Pavia continually as we watch them develop and skyrocket even further, no doubt. So let's get into the details here. Named after the birthplace of Gerolamo Cardano, whom the Cardano blockchain was named after, Pavia.io is a fully immersive world with a self-sustainable economy that not only appeals to crypto-native Pavians, but also paves the way, excuse the pun, for crypto and metaverse newbies to get in on the action and dip their toes into the wonderful, if not slightly wacky world we're now adopting. Think of it as a Cardano-powered world that forges positive new communities, immersive new experiences, community-driven content, and economic opportunities for all that seek it. Sounds too good to be true? Get strapped in for the ride and prepare yourselves to be pleasantly mistaken. So there is a lot going on within Pavia. It's a super exciting project. You can see this is a visual representation of it. They are working on 3D maps and a number of other things, but we're going to cover all that as we go forward. It goes without saying, NFTs form an integral part of the Pavia ecosystem, and NFT landowners are right at the heart of this. Landowners and the creator community will be able to conceptualize, create, deploy, and monetize Pavia compatible assets, or PCAs. In the same way, in-game assets are sold. The land parcels in Pavia are owned by the growing community as CNFTs, giving owners full control over their scenes and PCA deployment. It's all in your hands, and that's one of the best attributes in my opinion. The creative possibilities truly are endless, and absolutely, we've not even seen how far this goes. And Pavia is in many ways at the forefront of Cardano, the Cardano sort of CNFT metaverse space. A little fun fact for you all: the native residents in Pavia metaverse are called Pavs, which visitors can track down and catch as collectibles. Tradable CNFTs. These are not just CNFTs, but also in-game assets. But always remember, as the Pavia team so lovingly put, these digital creatures are Pavs, not pets. Hashtag Pavs, not pets. You go, guys. So extremely interesting. There is a lot going on. Now, before we delve further into the ins and outs of this amazing project, it would be a CNFT. It wouldn't be a CNFT review without our truly old friend OpenCNFT. So let's take a look, guys, at OpenCNFT. Pavia is has the greatest volume of all time in terms of CNFTs. They actually surpassed Space Buds, and you can see the current floor price for Pavia is 383 ADA, potentially still cheap in my opinion. That is not financial advice. Remember, there is a huge speculative risk element to CNFTs, but I ultimately think the CNFT space is very early in where it's trying to get to and may do very well into the future. So let's get into the story of Pavia. The story so far, October and November 2021, would see the initial 2 land sales of 60,000 NFT plots garnered an unprecedented and, let's face it, unsurprisingly, an astronomical amount of interest. Fast forward to February this year, aka the month just gone, when we saw the final land sale of 40,000 plots, or land parcels, boosting up the total land NFTs to a staggering 100,000 plots. So that is why the floor price was a lot higher than 383,100 Cardano, but it actually, of course, came down as there was a new supply of plots hitting the market, 40,000 to be exact. December 2021 would see Pavia serve up a very special Christmas gift. A wallet holder snapshot and Pavia utility token airdrop to landowners. So essentially, the landowners got airdropped the native Pavia token, which you can see here. It's traded on the likes of SundaeSwap and MusiSwap. So currently, Pavia Corp is adding liquidity to Cardano dexes as they come online. You can track these tokens on MusiSwap and SundaeSwap, and Pavia aren't done yet. They're also working on more liquidity solutions, both inside and outside the Cardano ecosystem. Another very exciting point to explore is that Pavia on the 4th of February announced on Twitter that they are exploring smart contracts, wallet linkable art galleries in collaboration with Cardano forms, and you can head over there and check them out on the Twitter. So we'll actually go and do that for a visual look. You can see these, of course, are what these sort of virtual galleries are going to look like. You guys can come and check it out yourself. It's pinned to there. These are your sort of virtual galleries. As far as metaverse projects go, Pavia is actually a very realistic one. Lots of metaverse kind of look very Lego-y, very Minecraft-y, whereas Pavia look a lot more realistic in my opinion. This is a kind of virtual representation of their galleries that they announced on, of course, the 4th of February. Moving forward, Pavia's goals for 2022 is to lay the foundations of the world that will continually evolve with their community and strategic partners and adapt to emerging technologies over time, rather than centering on any single game mechanic. They aim to become an extensible hub of creativity that can evolve over time, all centered around the Cardano blockchain, which is great. That we have all known and loved. We can expect to see many exciting milestones still to come this year from Pavia, and with each milestone hit, we can expect to be closer and closer to the information we're all craving and patiently waiting for, the date for deployment of Pavia V1 version 1. We're now going to get into the tokenomics. A little bit about the tokenomics. It's like the currency, so anybody that's used Decentraland will know that Mana is that currency. Mana's done very well. Sand is another one for Sandbox. It's very typical that these metaverse projects will actually come and have their own currencies attached to them. And it's also a great way to reward holders of the actual NFTs. You know, they kind of get these tokens distributed them for free, or certainly previously have with some of the drops. So the tokenomics. Last December would see Pavia go on to mint 2 billion Pavian tokens and distribute them as follow. 25% went to the community airdrop for purchasers of land from their 2 sales as a thanks for supporting and believing in the system. 25% went to utility and liquidity to be introduced in phases through varying mechanisms such as public sales, in-game rewards, play to earn incentives, and much more. 30% went to project deployment and ecosystem, which will be reserved for the ongoing development and operations costs of Pavia projects, as well as potentially supporting community-driven projects that have a measured effect on improving Pavia.io and overall experience. And then last but least, 20% was allocated to the founders, advisors, the team, and the investors. These tokens will unlock in accordance with a schedule to be announced. So there will be a vesting schedule, I imagine, so that the market doesn't kind of get flooded. Now we're going to take a look at some of the Pavia avatars. And we can see here, you know, this is essentially what they look like. Very lifelike. You've got a lot more avatars that kind of, bit of a thick neck is maybe a criticism that I'm going to levy, but it's not really a criticism. Overall, I'm quite a fan of this project, to be quite honest with you. And certainly, you know, looking into these, and you can go ahead and create an avatar here once you've got an account. Let's check out the scenes. So this is what the kind of in-game play is going to potentially look like. Almost a little bit Fortnite-ish, potentially, maybe. The whole thing's kind of Fortnite-ish, actually, thinking about it. And then we'll check out some of the tools. Now, these are some of the things that can help you. Price checking tool, community map, and so on and so forth. So we'll fly through this last little bit, and then we'll wrap it up, guys. Very quickly, if anybody wants to reach out to me, any CNFT projects, head over to my Twitter, @RealAllinCrypto, and you guys will be able to DM me. Just let me know that you're looking to get in touch with me, and I will, of course, respond to you if you've got any exciting CNFT projects you want me to cover. We've had loads of requests. Also, leave your CNFT projects that you would like me to cover in the comment section. And of course, let me know what you think about Pavia. Do you like Pavia? Do you not? I'm very interested to find out what your sort of feedback is. So before we finish up this video, I can't go anywhere without first paying Pavia some serious respect and a massive congratulations for some of their most recent achievements. Firstly, on winning Best Virtual World in the recent 2022 NFT Awards. And secondly, as of today, Pavia is also sitting pretty at the #1 spot for the top 10 CNFT projects with the most wallet holders. Keep up the great work, Pavia, and I think I can safely speak for everyone when I say I cannot wait to see what 2022 brings. So for those of you wondering what I'm reading, you will not find this material anywhere. This is notes that I have made after compromising and going through a lot of information surrounding these projects. I have not found really any of the CNFT videos that go into that go into the sort of research and explain some of the points that I've explained on these CNFT projects. So we are hopefully doing a real service to the CNFT space and pricking some of your ears up to it because it is a space that I still think is very, very new and has a long way to go. So on that note, guys, I'm going to love and leave you. Let me know what you guys think about Pavia in the comment section. If you can like, share, and comment on these videos, it would greatly help me out for gaining a sort of wider audience and thus awareness to the CNFT space. But that is really all I have for you in this video, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesdays, and I'll catch you all in the next YouTube video. Thanks a lot.